Um, it appears to be a hangar of some sort. They haven't seen any movement recently, but they think that they might have saw some Tyranids moving about.
The Mac train, which direction could it move in?
Either. This seems to be the end of the line. This bit's more of a runoff, in case the mag train stopped working.
Which it has. So.
Yeah, it's more like the brakes don't work. We need somewhere for it to stop without killing everyone in the station.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of area. But that's all dug into the ground, basically. So this entire area is. For that reason. Stops explosions getting out of control.
Radarius will keep an eye on the character in his room while he waits for the others to approach.
And we approach with all due haste.
Actually, I guess under Vox he can tell you.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to actually meet you to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could approach him and take a look at him quietly, but he seems to be human, so no threat.
If you think, brother, that you can engage him without alerting anyone else, then do so. We are catching up as soon as we can. If he's a false lead, at least we don't have to go all the way and you can catch up with us.
What you say? Advarius will stealthily move to engage with this person, or at least take a look at him.
Okay. The room he's in, you think it's a very small storage room.
Uh-huh.
There does seem to be packaging for food and water kind of out of the door. Yeah, and the door's closed, and you can kind of hear whimpering on the other side.
Whimpering?
Yeah.
Alright, a quick bioscan to make sure that there are no Tyranids around.
There doesn't appear to be. Not within the range of an Auspex, at least.
Quietly, I mean, our helmets don't permit, we can speak to one another without making sound, right?
No, it'll come out.
Is push out, whatever, okay.
It'll come out, but generally you speak to each other in High Gothic. And most Imperiums only speak Low Gothic.
Well, I don't want to reveal myself on it. He'll move out a little bit and say, single human seems to be whimpering. Likely a person having sought refuge here. I could give him information, perhaps to go to some site where we could later pick him up, or we could simply ask him to stay, or not contact him at all.
If he has gone in and out of that building several times, as the orbital relay seemed to indicate, then he might have seen the crash. It is worth asking.
All right.
You will know that these extraction missions, generally after you've found the target, you would find the best place to set up a beacon where a ship will come and pick you up and take you back. So generally you'd set up a position to send people, or that's where you would go eventually.
Well, Varys will then move in to the room, basically tactically, looking like the Imperial God he is, to these tiny mortals.
Yeah. The door is closed, so do you open it?
That shouldn't be much of a problem.
Oh no! It's made for a normal person to open.
Actually, before he does, he will out of his sort of crackly box say, Emperor, and he'll say, we have detected a biosignal from this building. Identify yourself.
You as you start speaking, you hear kind of the whimpering loud, and then after a brief pause, after you finish, say, I'm just Halis. I'm just an adept. Are you here to save us?
Let's see here. You have been recruited to assist the Astartes in retrieving a vital personnel. Report to me at once.
Everything kind of goes quiet and for a few seconds, and then you hear some frantic movement, and the bolt on the door slides open, and the door swings open. You see indeed a adept of the Adeptus Mechanicus, not even a tech priest or anything. He's just
It's like a single mechadendrite.
yeah, he's just like 20, 25 years old. You know, he's young, foolish.
He is inconsequential.
And he
Destroy
says,
him, brother.
As you wish. You'll look at him, helmet on and everything, and say, there was a crash. Did you observe this?
he nods, kind of mouth open, like, agape. Says, yes, my lord.
The survivors from the crash went this way. Where did they go?
I don't know, my lord. I just saw the crash and I hid. I've been here 5 days, sir. Has the Emperor sent you to save all of us on this world?
All the guy in touch his box and says, he, a Mechanicus adept, seems to know nothing.
Understood, brother. Is he in condition to travel with us?
We'll look at the adept.
Yeah, she looks pretty good. Probably looks a bit hungry and a bit thirsty, but looks alright.
Yeah, does he think he could keep up with Periel?
You think that now that he knows that you're an Adeptus Astartes, he's probably going to try and cling to you, unless, you kind of tell him otherwise.
Well, alright.
And, he'll
just look at him for a slightly too long for it to be comfortable time, as he then says, yes.
He has requisitioned him. His knowledge of the facility and its technology may be of use to us.
Well, as you say. He looks and says, you have been requisitioned to aid the Astartes in our operations here. Your knowledge of the technology and the locales will be useful to us. You are to follow me immediately.
He nods and says, yes, sir. Yes, my lord. And he picks up a small metal amulet with the symbol of the Munitorum fitted with a single button. You probably think that that's used so that servitors generally don't get angry with your presence.
Seems like that could become useful. Mm-hmm. Sure. Various will move out. Basically, can you just pick this guy up?
Yeah. He seems to basically be willing to run.
Well, he will basically just like go outside the building, turn around, like put his chain blade and such to its maglock, and then like pick up the guy in his hands, and then do like a calculated jump to get faster to the others.
Just looks down at him.
Screams.
Hold on.
He screams.
as you as you pick him up, he's fine, but like as you start
Silence.
moving, he screams in absolute terror. Because you're hurtling like meters into the air and landing at awful speeds.
Well, so be it. His comfort is not a parameter.
As Adivarius then slams into the ground in front of Puriel and Thorberg.
Puts down the thing.
Yeah. Puriel will look at him. Identify yourself.
I am Adept Halis, My lord. You're a space marine too?
Purely just looks at him, and you see like the.
You will show the librarian some respect. See, looking down at him, and you will speak when spoken to.
Of course, my lords.
Imperial glares at him again for a little bit too long for it to be comfortable, and then he slowly moves his head around and says, "What is the most defensible or least attacked area of this facility, Adept?"
Without really looking up at you guys anymore, he points towards the comms tower over here. Says, it's on a big mountain, and like those things didn't really attack when like they first came. Maybe there.
Imperial looks over to Advarius. Did you see anything by the comms tower, brother?
I did not reach far enough to scan it. No, I can go there, but it will take me slightly longer than any of the other trips. I would also be further away should I require assistance.
Slight grunt from Imperial. He looks around.
Perhaps, should I go there, the rest of you could, if I may suggest, the two of you could go assist the local Imperial Guardsmen fighting some inconsequential Tyranid. Their aid in securing an extraction point could be useful.
Imperial nods. That is a good suggestion, brother. So be it. You investigate the comm tower. We shall try to aid the Imperial Guard. Looks over to Thorberg.
Looks to Thorberg. Says, any defenses at the comms tower I should be aware of, Adept?
He shakes his head and says, it's really small, like not even servitors go in there. My lords. He kind of remembers.
Well. And then basically he'll go down to heels and then like do a high jump.
Thrusters to maximum.
And basically begin sprinting in that direction because it's quite far.
Imperial will look down at the Adept and just say to him, "Follow," and then.
Oh, he follows. Yeah.
Yeah, Thorberg will put his helmet back on, looking eager just before he does so, and then he's disappearing again.
Yeah.
Is the like looking at him? The Adept does. If Imperial concentrate a little bit on him, does he sense anything off?
No, he's just a scared young man.
Very well. We basically, was it like over here?
Yeah, it was just there.
Well, we'll sort of pass. Actually, no, we'll pass around down south so we can sort of see Advarius moving his way up, or maybe not.
By the time you get
the hope
to
is
it,
that you wouldn't see.
Yeah, well, we'll probably see your high jump as you like.
Yeah, but then I land
one.
and like disappear in like the smoke and dust and whatnot.
Now, Imperial will round the corner and look towards the fighting.
Okay. As you approach a rather broad ravine dipping into the earth, you hear the las fire again, and the dull roar of hastily bellowed orders, advancing quite stealthily, even in your power armor, up and nearby escarpments to get a clearer view of the tactical situation. You look down into the ravine and see some overturned wrecks of some cargo haulers, and they take up some defensive positions, but they're not really providing much aid. It's a ragged squad of about 16 Imperial Guardsmen, hunkered down in all the breaks in the terrain, and firing their las guns. The bodies of more guardsmen are scattered around the area, and amongst them are the mangled and burned remains of a dozen Tyranid shrikes, huge bat-winged nightmares with blood-drenched scythe-like claws. stood stark and straight amidst the soldiers is the unmistakable figure of a young Imperial Commissar. Which, with your great eyesight, you actually see him off to the right. His long black coat, tattered and bloodstained, displaying no fear or concern for his own safety. He is shouting admonishments to his men to stand firm and die for the Emperor's glory. Beyond them, on the far side of the ravine, movement ripples from the rocks as the Tyranids muster for another attack.
At that point, Imperial will just hoist his weapon and move to engage, and just grunt to Thorberg to start the roar.
Alright.
And he will.
In that case, you guys, on this very large map down to the bottom right.
Oh gosh, that is a large map.
It's a very large map. I don't get around. But this is for the range, basically, because they're in a decent amount of range from you.
I mean, let's look at my heavy bolter range here because it has a nice button.
It does have a nice button.
It
didn't work.
It will take me 10 turns to get like
facing
at full speed running. No. Where are the guardsmen on this map?
Yeah, sorry, I just need to show you.
Did you happen to draw the map on the token layer by chance?
On the map on the token layer?
Yeah.
No, it's possible.
Because then that might not show up.
Yeah, let me fix this for you. For us. Shouldn't have done that, but come on. Oh, wrong fucking thing. Alright, there we go.
Oh, it's purgatory out there.
There we go.
There we go. That's Thorberg.
Let me just fix this.
That fucking ranges in this game is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, they don't fuck about.
Oh,
I
Lord.
mean, this might be the first time where I shoot at something that is not in short range.
Yeah, that is my hope.
What is your heavy bolter? Does it have a longer range than a normal bolter? I wonder.
It has 150, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. I think it has more than the normal one.
Let's see.
Page 146.
See what I got here.
Bolter has 100, heavy bolter has 150.
Okay.
Alright, well, as you charge into the fray, the Tyranids, possibly hearing you, you're not quite sure. They don't, they constantly make a noise of their maws clicking and their movements of their carapace rubbing together. It's quite an uncomfortable sound. But a horde, a decently sized horde of Hormagaunts, you'd probably guess around 23 of them, come charging towards the Imperial Guardsmen at a rapid pace. Tyranid warriors, very large, about the size of you, in your power armor, with great large scythe-like talons. A couple of them turn, and they come racing to intercept you.
Yes, come into my range.
The heavily battered Imperial infantry take their first pot shot at the Hormagaunts coming towards them. And they shoot. And they manage to hit a few of them, whittling down the numbers. The second of the warriors, seeing you, also turns and charges. The Commissar is pretty far out of range. I believe, at least. Let's have a look, actually. So we have that. He has. Yep, way out of range. Yeah.
0 penetration on their last guns. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah, their las guns.
Awful. Awful things.
Imperial Guardsmen tend to call them flashlights because they're just awful. But he just shouts more orders, and it's glorious.
Those are the barriers in the background they're flying over.
We can actually have las guns for free. I can
Yeah.
see here.
Yeah, just
I should have one.
not even Invictus wants them.
I think he keeps one in store, just because I think it's mandated.
Alright, Thorberg, impress us.
Let's see. First of all, I have the wrong weapon selected here because I don't actually have Metal Storm rounds, so I can't have that equipped. So I'll just click on this for a moment. Which also means that my range now is this.
There we go.
So everything is in normal range.
Everything's in normal range.
So, how does squad mode work? What would we have to do to enter squad mode here?
Imperial will have to basically say, like, come into squad mode, and then you could try a fellowship roll to enter squad mode for no actions, or spend a full action entering squad mode.
Then basically you can pay in cohesion, as far as I understand, to get the benefit of a squad mode ability.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You pay you will pay cohesion for a squad mode ability.
The most interesting thing is the bonus to hot damage I get whenever in squad mode. But for now, Thorberg will shoot at the closest warrior to us, warrior number 4, with his heavy bolter. Full auto burst. He is in standard range. What size are they?
He's hulking.
Okay, alright. Right. Let's watch these Kraken rounds in action. I didn't select the target.
That's fine. This was Warrior 4, yes?
Warrior 4, yes.
Okay.
The bolts screaming towards it. The explosion, tiny explosion. Well, not really tiny explosions, I would assume, from these bullets.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
They're massive.
Slam into him.
Yeah, the first shot does some damage, kind of slows him down a bit. The second shot, that really got him. The third and fourth shot just broke him down to nothing, and he just slumps.
The other 4 shots are just for good measure, really.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
what Thorberg rolls.
That's so much damage.
Yeah,
Right.
that bolter is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Imperial. Well, he will turn on the the Vox magnifiers of his armor, and then he will shout out in a bellowing voice that hopefully will echo over the battlefield. Into the fires of battle and onto the anvil of war! And then he will shoot as well. Let's see here. How far away is that horde?
Pretty fucking far.
I will try. I will fucking try to hit them, right? Why shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I?
As you finish your war cry, the infantrymen shout in cheer as the Adeptus Astartes has come to save them. The Commissar not particularly too bothered by your appearance. He's more focused on keeping his men alive.
Okay, now we are going to do a range roll to see if I actually can reach them. It'll be 13 times 6. Let's see here.
Nope.
Nope.
No, that's unfortunate. Well,
I mean, even with a 20, you wouldn't have reached.
I suppose that's true. Well, a roaring, like, dragon of fire, like, flies over the battlefield towards them. It doesn't really hit, but it certainly makes a show of it. Maybe draw some attention. After that, he, Imperial will shoot with his bolter on Warrior 1, I suppose. Let's see here. We will do a standard attack on him. We can't aim. It is standard, I think.
Yep.
He is hulking. And, yeah. Nope, miss.
Oh. Not going to do much with an 88.
Nope.
As I said. Alright. This Tyranid will follow the Horde. And so will this one. And as we circle all the way around. These Hormagaunts are very bugging fast. They're moving at quite the pace. The infantrymen will fire again. Significantly impressed with your shouting, but maybe it might have put them off a little bit. So they managed to miss, even at such short range.
They're panicking that these things are coming close.
Yeah. These are scary.
We need to end them, guys.
Alright. The Commissar, while shouting, will also open fire at the Hormagaunts, and will shoot with a plasma pistol.
Wow. He is more well equipped than we are.
And he scores a few hits. He's pretty good with that little pistol.
Right, well, let's help him out, shall we? Even though we're not in squad mode and my bullets won't do too much against the Horde, it would be a shame if we lost, Imperial citizens or whatever. So, let's fire a burst at the Horde over here. Are they hulking as well, or average?
The Horde?
Yeah.
They class as massive.
Oh, goody good. I like it. Let's fire then.
Alright.
6 hits with a boulder.
Heavy bolt. This is full auto he's doing.
Yep.
Yeah, they take a lot, but not enough to break them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2 because
two
it's
per
explosive.
hit,
Yeah, so 12 magnitude.
No, explosive doesn't multiply by 2. Explosive just adds 1.
It added 1.
For each hit, right?
No, it's only the first one.
In total.
Oh,
The first.
If they were blasted, it would double, but they're not blast.
okay. Still, that Horde's the most dangerous thing because of the mobility.
Yeah.
Well, if I roll a 15 on my range, I can hit them with a psychic thing, but that's not a big chance. I can move closer, but at this point, I won't do much.
Moving doesn't hurt you.
No, but it's either that or shoot them. Right?
Yeah, but I think using fire to kill them would be...
We just need to get closer. Run up.
Okay. Alright, this warrior also moves forward. And, So does his buddy. The Hormigron Horde did not really appreciate that, and comes charging
Well, hello
all the
there.
way over.
You're way closer now.
Yeah. The Imperial Guard seems to be happy about that.
Bring it to foul, Sinos.
So, we'll shoot them as well.
You guys remember
yeah.
the +10 we get from them being Tyranids, right?
Well, I haven't really... Well, no.
Yeah, your ballistics and weapons score.
I do not remember that.
They hit a few times.
2 damage.
You guys impress them so much. Like, they rallied together. They
Killed 2 of them.
expert shooting.
It's inspiring, really.
It is. It is. The warrior comes charging along as well. The commissar shouts for the emperor and keeps shouting more orders. Not being able
with
to
the
shoot them.
saber.
Totally should.
He has a chainsword.
He has a plasma pistol. We can't even get a plasma pistol.
Well, it's not an Astartes plasma
It's
pistol.
true, it's true. It's a little piddly one.
Normal person.
It's like a tiny little plasma pistol.
Just an
Alright. Bravo Imperial got the Horde all for himself. That's fine. Let's shoot at this warrior one then. Don't want to take all the fun away from my brother here. He is hulking and standard range. Is he in short range? No, not quite. Or is he? No.
Probably not. Actually, it could be.
Yeah, he is. He is. My short range is 200 and something.
200 and something.
Yeah, with Kraken rounds, it's 50% more.
Christ. Right,
Shoot at him.
They're extra crackeny.
Yeah, extra cracking. Oh, you lay into him. Yeah, he's really not gonna like that.
You're rolling against a 98, so that's pretty good odds.
And each degree gives him another hit.
Yep.
So.
And you are remembering that you get the +10, right, Chief?
+10? From what?
Yeah, we have an Oath of Knowledge.
Oath.
Oh, I didn't, but
Against
it didn't make a
Tyranids.
difference so far.
It
You
makes
do have
no
100
difference.
100 and something % chance to hit.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how much you hit, not if you hit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that Tyranid isn't living anymore.
I wouldn't either.
Not many things would.
No one shot there.
Well, remind me again how on what page the horde rules are for, because I need to see how much my power rating actually affects me hurting them.
It was on the adversaries page, or chapter, rather. On page 360, you if the psychic power affects an area, it adds an additional 1d10 hits.
Let's see, psychic powers, psychic power, let's take them equal to psi rating of the psychic power. Okay, well, let's burn these to the ground. Burn them all.
So you hit, then roll the 1d10. Do the damage and the 1d10. So calculates.
Yeah, so that is 3 plus 9.
Oof. Brutal. You burn the horde.
Yeah,
in,
the horde,
in
you
entirety.
know, rushing towards Pyrial. He just looks at them with contempt behind his mask and raises up his hand as they come closer, and everyone sees like just this horrible conjuration of fire just flowing out through him with a screaming roar into the horde, and just burn them completely to a crisp.
Yeah.
As he once again shouts his battle cry, and looks towards the new enemy. And well, let's see how far away. I'll move a little bit. There we go.
Okay. With that, something crests the hill. Because they've just come over a bit of a hill.
Yes.
A great hive tyrant crests the hill. This thing is larger than the warriors, easily. And he comes barreling down at quite some speed. But he's such a horrifying sight that the guardsmen, on their turn, must flee in horror. And the commissar
starts shooing them.
He's frozen, just kind of staring at the gargantuan beast that has just crested the hill, and is a horrifying sight. It is not a pretty thing to see. Warrior 2 will actually come forward towards you guys at decent speed. These guys flee behind what armor they have, or overturned haulers and the such. They're now cowering behind there. This guy is not doing too great. Yeah, he's still frozen. He's not quite shaking in fear. He's just kind of staring blankly. No more shouts of orders and such.
Well, let us set our sights on the real threat then. He is in normal range. So let's show this thing what Space Marines are made out of. Let's show this thing what Spaceballs are made out of. Bullets, apparently. What size is he? Enormous? Or bigger?
What's the one above hulking?
Enormous, yeah.
Enormous then, yeah.
Remember your plus 10.
Plus 10.
Remember
yes.
your oath.
Oh wait, actually, I have his size completely wrong. He is massive, actually.
Okay.
He's even bigger.
10 attack. And that the Kraken round thing.
He does try and dodge.
Does dodge a bit, apparently.
He dodges a shot and takes 3. Doesn't particularly seem to phase him.
Well, seeing the hulking monstrosity, Imperial recognize the problem that this terrifying creature poses to him and Thorberg, so he will dig deep within himself and use his impressive psychic powers to send waves of reassurance and calm and pictures of the Emperor and other very inspiring things to himself and Thorberg. So we're going to try to inspire.
Okay. You feel the pressing power of the shadow in the warp from the Hive Tyrant's presence. Clearly, he is trying to push that upon you, seeing your warp power, and you take, I believe it's a minus 20.
Yes.
So yeah, you take a minus 22. Yeah, definitely minus 20 to attempting that roll.
Okay. Yeah, no, I pushed through that.
Ah, yeah, impressive.
So, in a aura around me, 30 away from me, which means that Thorberg is within the aura. It is. It's basically this.
Yeah.
Anyone in there will be inspired by me, which means that let's see here. The psychic can bolster his comrades by sending out waves of reassurance and calm, a number of targets equal to this power rating, which is 6. Immediately overcome the effects of pinning and gain plus 10 resistance against fear. This effect lasts as long as I maintain it. And I'm maintaining it as a half action.
Okay. Alright. And everyone within 12 meters of you is plunged into night. So you.
Yes.
So you kind of struggle to see him now.
It's a bit of
The
darkness.
Hive Tyrant.
There's a bit of darkness here, but that's perfectly fine. I'll try.
It'll come away.
I'll come away.
Shortly.
I'll give one of the with my half action. I'll give Warrior 2 a shot. Standard single shot. It's darkness.
Oh, you clock him. Unable to dodge, he takes a bolt around. Very painful bolt around.
Yeah, it was a real lot of damage on that bolt round.
Oh, come on.
That was
Righteous Fury.
Yeah. Righteous Fury.
Right. 2 10s and a Righteous Fury.
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah.
So incensed is Pyrrhal at this heresy that's going on in front of him.
Yeah. Actually, I got this Hive Tyrant's movement wrong for his run. He actually runs somewhere around here.
That's fast.
Yeah, he takes very long strides. And this Hive Warrior is actually moving to try and shield the Hive Tyrant from any incoming shots.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
These guys are pretty scared. Yeah, still kind of scared. Still kind of scared of this dude. You know, he actually kind of snaps out of it and shouts back to the infantry to get back to fighting, but they're not having any of it. None of it.
Right. Let us keep raining death on this heretical tyrant. This all looks good, so attack.
Oof.
Dodge this, motherfucker.
He doesn't quite manage to dodge it, but yeah. But you know, he's still fine.
Sure. Keep
Taking
telling
a few
yourself that,
hits.
tyrant.
Librarian. Dennis?
Jonas?
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
I'll maintain the aura,
Okay.
and then I'll shoot at the warrior again, because that seemed to work.
Yeah, somehow. The Emperor's will to, dealing extra damage. Oh, okay. Yep, he's definitely wounded now. Lots of red blood pouring from him.
For the Emperor! Stop him, Thorberg!
You say over the rat dat
Yep.
of the heavy bolter.
It's more like a... I imagine it sounds like a... I don't know.
Like a 50 cal cannon going off in the background.
It's like or one of those like 75 cal like light tank guns.
Yeah.
Just shooting.
I mean, each shot also explodes.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
huge explosion just raining into it.
These guys snap out of it.
Oh,
Take a few steps forward.
core blimey!
And, they... Maybe.
Actually gonna hit it. Are you gonna hit anything from
So I don't know what this gun is. Shall we?
Okay, sure.
Yes, actually.
I mean,
That's
it's light,
impressive.
so I
Alright.
imagine it would be
Yeah.
actually quite long range.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot the warrior because you know it's very far away. And she'll shoot away. And, you know they're still getting into cover and everything, and yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool. This guy. So actually check something. Check his range on that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Would you
will.
shoot us or what?
No, no. He shall do this, though. He shall shoot at the warrior. Which the warrior then tries to dodge. He hits the warrior impressively. And, yeah. Damages the warrior quite a bit, surprisingly.
Alright, Tyrant. Nine hits. Good luck.
Bolstered by the order from
Good
Imperial.
God.
Thorberg
Alright.
just spits, I'll show you. I'll show you stopping. Squares his legs. From a grip. And the bolter. Jesus.
That stopped enough for you.
Damn.
That would have stopped anything, I think.
Yeah, that was a lot. That's
This is why we don't fight Chaos Marines.
So, there's a Havoc squad, we're like, nope. Nope,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
getting
fuck
close to
that.
that.
3 Devastator Marines are coming this way. No.
No, it's quite... It's like, one Devastator Marine held this fortress alone for 2 weeks. We're like, yeah, I can believe that. He gunned down 200 million Tyranids.
It took 14 heavy bolter rounds to take him down.
Especially designed heavy bolter rounds.
Yep.
Especially designed heavy bolter rounds.
How much ammo do you have left of that?
I have another 190 rounds. So
Okay.
19 turns of shooting. And then I have to use the scrub ammo again.
Scrap ammo. Fair. Well, the thing being thoroughly stopped. Imperial is pleased. He will shoot the warrior. Nope. So that, and pew pew. These strangest sounds we hear.
Sorry, did you aim? Or
No, I'm done.
no? Okay, alright. You feel another presence of the Shadow of the Warp. The warriors seem to possess the same thing, but not quite at the same range. And these guys shoot again. And amazingly, with all of their attempts, they actually managed to kill a warrior. And a great cheer comes across the infantrymen. And even the commissar seems to be thoroughly impressed. And you know, he'll be spending this round telling the infantrymen to calm their shit. They're not out of the woods yet.
Let's see. How much range does my pistol have?
A pistol?
Yeah, so we can have some competition over the last kill, of course. But that's not enough. All right, let's just end this, shall we?
It's very honourable to fight hand to hand with a high warrior.
It's heretical.
Sergeant Invictus would be very impressed.
It's inefficient though, and we need to be efficient in our mission here.
We'd need to be efficient.
Honor really on this mission is the tertiary objective. It's not even in the top two. So let's just end this.
You would have taken the oath of glory if glory was what we were after.
Exactly.
There's glory in serving the Emperor.
So many hits. Christ. Yep.
Smack.
Warrior remains unharmed. I like that a lot. That is, keep saying that.
He remains unharmed.
That's weird. Shouldn't say that, but alright. Well, as
it is because it states if it is wounded, its current state, and if it's dead, I suppose it counts as being unharmed.
Yeah, I guess.
Cannot kill death.
Well, as the dust settles and the myriad of dead lay on the field, you don't hear anymore Tyranids. And the commissar steps towards you and just clearly shouts in a very imperial voice, "My lords!" I was, expecting you guys to come over.
Expecting us to come over, huh?
Well, I'll go this way then.
It is dangerous to assume, young commissar. Stomp, stomp, stomp. As they move up, Imperial will vox to Thorberg. Excellent performance as usual, brother.
It's a shame there were only so few.
I am sure there are more.
The commissar will step forward and say, "My lords, you came in just at the perfect time. The God Emperor himself must have sent you."
He looks down at him. Identify yourself.
Commissar Falcon Sander, at your service.
He nods. Are you the leader of these men, Commissar?
Yes, my lord.
It looks over to the infantry. How do they look?
They low in numbers. You'd probably think that there's 16 of them, maybe. They all look haggard. They've probably been fighting for a few days. Dirty, in need of some rest. The commissar looks all ragged. His clothes, all sorts of fucked up, but trying to look imperious.
Does the Imperial's calming aura seem to have an effect on the guardsmen? Do they seem any calmer?
They're pretty hyped about winning that fight that they saw as going to utterly lose, no matter what.
Well, in that case, if their spirit isn't broken, then Pyral will release the hold of his aura.
Yeah, they still seem to chatter around.
He looks again at Commissar Sander and said, "You are hereby requisitioned by the Adeptus Astartes to help in a vital mission of retrieval of key personnel and equipment on the site."
He nods and says, "So, my lords, are we planning for a regroup, a counterattack? What's the mission, my lord?"
"Did you observe the shuttle that has crashed?" He sort of points in the general direction of it.
"I saw it land, my lords, but we didn't really see much. We've been hunkered down here for..." Yeah, he kind of looks to his a data pad, or goes to touch for a data pad that he doesn't have anymore, and says, "I'm not sure how long."
You have seen no members of the Adeptus Mechanicus come through here?
He shakes his head and says, "Not after the evacuation. It's
Very well.
generally just been us."
Come with us. We shall regroup closer to the courtyard, or whatever you would call that, like sort of the middle of the place. As he turns around, expecting them to follow him, and then he will vox over to Advarius and just inform him what went down. Like, Tyranid attack stopped, guardsmen requisitioned, Commissar leading them. We're moving back towards like the general like south area here for regrouping when he's done. And then we'll move.
The Commissar definitely wants to. He'll say, "What's the status of the of this world, my lord? Are we going to be taking it back?"
Pyral looks at him, impassive.
He's clearly keen to take it to these damn Tyranids.
Your bloodlust will be sated in full, Commissar. Do not worry.
If you cite your bloodlust, you're not doing it right.
Oh, brother. You always say such wonderful things. Pats him on the shoulder as they walk. Meanwhile...
He'll point to the comlink and actually say, "My lords, I think we could possibly get a good defensive position on that hill with the comm tower."
It is being investigated.
He nods and says, "Of course, my lords." But yeah, meanwhile, Bravo Advarius will reach the comm tower. Not long after the fighting stopped.
He'll approach as he does, stealthily, and looking for any signatures of life.
Nothing.